Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the one-third remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity. Scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth, to you I say Shalom. And I'll just come back at you with another quick video, Lord willing, is edifying, and it's going to be centered around the brother GMS Vegas sit downs, 144K. You know, if you ain't subscribed to the elder out there in Vegas, then you know you definitely should. But he put up a video entitled "A Nation Divided, Patriot Veteran Edomites Ready for a Civil War." Okay, and you know, pretty much Esau's kingdom is completely split. Okay, in the time in which America's superiority is being challenged, you know, Americans domestically are divided. Okay, which is a clear indicator that this place is on its way out, man. All right. In the midst of economic turmoil, global conflict, you know, that's looking like it's about to take a turn for the worse, is strife, you know, among everyday citizens. Okay. And it's only going to continue to escalate. All right. I was going to play a little bit of it, but, you know, really you could just go watch it yourself. You know, very edifying, you know. This is Mark 3:23. And he's called unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? See, this is Yahushua talking, you know, to his disciples. All right. And he said, you know, he's posing, it's a rhetorical question. All right. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. See, and this great kingdom, this great country, America, aka Babylon the Great, is divided, and that, you know, that means it's not about to stand any longer, man. There's so many holes in the armor of America. You know, it's so many different ways that this place is, you know, pretty much just through. Like we ultimately, we just waiting for that day, for the day of a reckoning to come, man. You know, because it's coming. And you got these Edomites mostly, you know, because there's some Jakes out there who preparing and prepping, but they ready for this, man. And it's a part of the video in the brother video where he said, we ain't coming. Esau said, we ain't coming after, you know, we ain't coming after blacks and browns. We coming after you politicians, you know, which was a lie, because they gonna come for both. They gonna come for you niggas, and they gonna come for those politicians, man. You know, but really they gonna want them politicians. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. See, and we're at the end of this man Esau Edom's kingdom, because you see the rhetoric, you see the things, the events that are happening. Okay, the love of many has waxed cold here in the streets of America, on the soils of America. No one really cares about you know, they fellow neighbor. Okay, and right now people protesting gun control laws, but wait until you need a gun, then you know you're gonna wish you had one. Okay, because there's gonna be a lot of people around here running around with guns, and you don't want to be the only one without one, because you were an idiot. All right, this Isaiah 19 and start at the top. The burden of Egypt Behold, Yahweh Shemel shall rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And that's what's happened, man. The Lord sent his prophets, man, and pretty soon Yahweh Shai is gonna be coming. Okay, pretty soon Yahweh Shai gonna get here. Okay, but through his service to prophets, man, cutting down this place, spiritually, it's through. That's why all these so-called Egyptians, modern Americans, are bugging out. That's why they so tense, and so ready, okay, for something to pop up, because they know that it's long overdue. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom, man. It's gonna be unlike the which we've never seen before, man. Imagine this first civil war on steroids, man, because it's gonna be this is gonna be something on a way wider scale. All right, because at the same time, this is really Esau making his move against you people. Okay, really, he's just making his move, okay, on you people by getting you to protest gun laws. You people are protesting your own freedom of speech, okay, because you've been deceived. You believe, and you think these false flag events, that you believe the narratives that this nigga paint. All right, and at the end of the day, you're gonna end up lost. Okay, because he is the devil. He is the devil, man. The so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And you niggas, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, forever trusting in him, man. This is Luke 21:9. But ye shall hear of wars and commotions. Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Because it's more things to come. It's not just gonna be the shit that happens in Ukraine, or school shootings that bring this place to its destruction. It's gonna be a series of events to take place, man. This is just the beginning of it. That's why we hearing of it. It's rumors of civil war. Okay, Russia's still not even calling this war in Ukraine a war. He calling it a military operation, man. All right. So there's more to come. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Nations within nations are gonna rise up against each other, man. America is one big melting pot, and it's divided. You got the nation of the Democrats and the nation of the Republicans. The kingdom of the Democrats and the kingdom of the Republicans, and they're gonna clash too, man. It's gonna be global. It's gonna be domestic. It's gonna be all of it, man. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And all of these things we seeing take place, man. And that all happen simultaneously. Which lets you know in which time we in. We very well indeed are in the end, man. We are about to see major events, life-changing events in which people of this generation never thought they would see. You're gonna see, man. In 2 Ezra 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So they talking about gun control, but wait until there's no law. Okay, people are gonna have all type of weapons, melee weapons, guns, swords. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So when that Edomite was saying he dragging out politicians, he wasn't lying, man. That's prophecy. That's what they're going to do. Okay? They're not going to regard the kings and princes, the politicians, the governors, the state representatives. It's going to go into all out chaos. Okay? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. People live like this life ain't fragile, like this illusion of a life you live ain't fragile and fickle. It's forever changing, you know, full of lies and dreams. It's all bullshit. Okay? And when the day of a reckoning come, the day of Yahweh Shema shall come, people are going to realize just how much of the bullshit they believe. And with that, I'm going to give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Shema Shah, Shem Rakakwadash, Wa Abba, and DTA.